All right, so I've been having a conversation with so many of you online through our social media networks about making your dream a reality. And so part one was centered on what do you do when you feel like you lost your joy of the work. Part two was about using rest as a strategy for authentic exposure. Our last conversation was about choosing your sacrifices for your success. And our last conversation in this context is about redefining your identity as an influencer. Listen, I'm going to be short, sweet, and to the point. The old version of you and the failures attached to that version of you and the successes, it's not really needed for this season. You are not who you've been, and you are continuing to evolve and go to a whole nother trajectory in your life. It is time to be uncomfortable, right? I've personally been experiencing this. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for a decade. And the reward of that is that every day is my payday, and I own all of my time, and my life literally is being lived for my dream, my assignment. I'm not using my talent, skills, and gifts for anybody else's call from God, anointing, or assignment. I'm literally fueling my dream and have been doing it for 10 years. The disadvantage, because there are pros and cons to life, this is all about polarity, right? So the disadvantage has been, it's all on me. I have to have a certain level of radical self-acceptance to fully embody and continue to remain the chief, right? Because the chief doesn't run. I'm a lion. I am the daughter of Shechemet. I am the daughter of wisdom. And if anything begins to crumble or shake, there's nobody to report to. I'm at the top of this empire. The pressure of being in that position for 10 years is and has been intense at times. I love that I have the freedom that I have, but I would be lying to you if I told you there weren't days that I wish I could hand certain things off to somebody else. It's on me. So what that keeps me centered in is really getting clear about who I am, because it is who I am and how I identify myself that pours into what you see expressed through my company, through my brand, through the people who are aligned with my brand. My prayer every day about my business is that the womb sauna is known as a powerful tool, vehicle, entity that is helping women all over the world heal everything. So when you see a certified womb sauna practitioner, she should be looking a little whole, a little healed, a little healthy in mind, body, and spirit. When you see a woman that says, yes, I know Thema, I came off her pot, she shouldn't be looking cross-eyed and still in toxic relationships and not putting herself first. Like, I need the streets to be talking about the fruit of my anointing and knowing that if you come into contact with Thema Aziz Serwa, if you come into contact with God skin, or you come into contact with our God medicine, T-line, or you come into contact, like, you need to know that what we do here is heal, empower, educate. See, here's the problem with some of you who are trying to gain more momentum and preserve the momentum you have obtained. You have made your brand, your business, about a title, a function, you're a coach, you're an influencer, you're an author. So if all the streets know about you is that you're an author, then you got to spend the rest of your life writing books. And if that lights your soul up, great. But if that was just a piece of the puzzle, just an extension of the core expression of yourself, now we have a dilemma. Some of you built your movements and your tribes and communities on being pastors and religious leaders and stuff, and you don't even believe in the stuff that the people who are still following you believe in. You have broken out of certain dogma and indoctrination, and now the dilemma is I feel limited and how I can fully express myself and my gifts, because look at what the people want from me. I thank God I was wise enough to know how to monetize myself, not just services, products, and an image. People who work with me, and I've worked with thousands of women all throughout the world. Even hearing myself say it fascinates me. People know Thema. They know who I am. And they know how who I am has affected their journey of discovering who they are. Do I influence? Yes. Do I coach? Yes. Do I write? Am I a best-selling author? Yes. Am I talked about in the media? Yes, I've been published in over 20 media publications, everything from newspapers, TV, radio, magazines, Huffington Post, Sheen magazine, Femi magazine. Yeah. That's stuff that other people care about that I don't care about as much, although I'm grateful for the recognition of my impact. But that's what I do it for. I live for the impact. So no, it's going to be difficult to put me in a box and say she's just that. Oh, Thema just offers yoni steam. No, from day one, it's never been that. It's always been about more than the steam. Oh, Thema makes these awesome herbal tea products. Yeah, but I've always been bigger than the products I've created. Now she's got this all natural crystal infused cream based spiritual soap that I really hope y'all order. Okay, Godskin. MyGodskin.com. Go check it out. Right? Like, yeah, but I'm bigger than all of that. There's someone who made all of that. And I am that. I am that piece of embodiment of something divine, potent, and powerful. So even if I run out of resources to keep the products going, or I run out of fuel to keep coming into the office, I'll never run out of money because I've monetized who I am. So I can literally wake up every day, be myself, and be compensated and paid for it. Sorry, I got distracted because two huge falcons just flew past my window. That's a good omen. Wow. Falcon is the only bird that flies through the storms. Take that and use that if you need it. So anyway, I could go on and on, but this is part of the reason that I offer my 888 code class. We start January 23rd for the first round of the year. And the link is below. I hope you're there. If you have not planned your year, it's time to do that. It's time to do that. It's time to go ahead and be fully present to 2023 and make your dream a reality. You are bigger than your titles and functions. Get back to the core of who you are and start creating from that space and watch what is available